Hello. So it's been a hot minute. Um, I don't. I'm just turning the gain up on the microphone. I don't know. I think it's been like a week since I did my last video. Which was I'm not sure. I forgot what my last video was. But yeah, I mean, this one's just sort of like, I'm sorry. I've gone back and watched some of my videos and I notice how loud my chair is whenever it creaks, but my chair is like super creaky and I'm not really sure how to counteract that. So for now, that's just how it is. I forgot to take my earphones out of my PC jack and plug it into the microphone, but I don't want to cause too much noise. Like, I don't want the chair to creak, so I'm just gonna put my earphones down and do it like this. I have like Germa hair right now, like a bit of Germa going on. Um, I don't know. It's better when you can like tell, because it just looks like a dark blob on my head on the camera. Um, but yeah, no. If you see Germa, I've got kind of like a Germa cut, like an older Germa cut, like a 2020 Germa. I think. I don't know. I don't really remember what he looked like in 2020. But yeah, this video is just kind of like, it's just me ranting. It's just me ranting, not ranting, but yapping. It's similar to the older videos that I made, um, where I just like talk about my day. So if you were expecting something from this, this is it. This is all I do. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading a lot. It's just like I've said before, I don't really have a drive to do anything right now, which sucks because I hate staying in my room so much. I really do, but it's not like I have anywhere to go or anything to do. It sounded like someone just knocked on my door, but I don't really have anything to do. And if I did, I don't have a car to use because my sisters, both of them work, um, and my younger sister now has like a stable job, like an actual, like, she works from 8 to 5 at some, I don't know, some place. But yeah, no, now I don't really have much. I mean, I have the motorcycle, but I hate taking it out because it's like 118 outside during the middle of the day. And I'm not sure if anyone here has driven a motorcycle in heat before, but it is it's just uncomfortable and it sucks. You sweat a lot and it's just uncomfortable. You would think like driving in the heat and having the wind hit you would cool you down. It doesn't. The heat the wind is like warm. It's hot. There is no breeze. There is no cool breeze on a motorcycle in my state during the summer months. You just cook. And I would love to take the motorcycle out, but for that reason I don't. Because you have to wear the gear to go with it, right? I'm not going to ride without gear. Um, and it's 118 and you're 125. It just isn't, it's miserable. And I really regret buying a motorcycle. I really regret. I wish I bought a car. Um, but now we have it. Um, but yeah, like I said, I just don't have a drive to go anywhere or do anything. Um, it turns out I applied to Michael's like a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. Um, it's the Michael's that my cousin works at. He's a team lead. And I noticed on the application website that both of my applications that I turned in, it was like a week apart, both of them just went straight to the inactive pile. So there's an active pile and an inactive pile. Um, Both of them just went to the inactive pile. So I took a screenshot, I sent it to my cousin. I was like, hey, could you like talk to your HR and like figure out if I'm doing something wrong? Like, why are my apps just like going into the not usable pile? And he got back to me and he said that Michael's, or at least his Michael's, um, they're looking for people with experience at Michael's, previous experience to work there. Um, so both of my applications just went in the gutter. He said that he gave them my name and phone number, but I haven't gotten any calls yet, and that was about a week ago. So don't think we're gonna get a job there. At this point, I'm really considering doing the military. I mean, I've talked about this before. It's always something I've wanted to do. It's something that I was going through with. Then I chickened out. Um, I don't. I mean, I know this is one of the things I hate is talking about like my job or like what I want to do or like because there isn't anything I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. And it feels as if everyone around me is doing something right. Everyone I know has a job. At least they're working, right? They either have a job or they're going to school. None of my friends are like me, where I'm just like floating. I guess that's like the best way to explain it. I'm just like floating, and I know there's so many things that like I think would be cool to try, but I don't want to get locked into something. Like my dad keeps on asking if I'm gonna go to like a trade school to learn a trade, and it's like I would love to, but I don't want to spend 6 weeks and 5 grand on a trade school that I have no idea if I'm actually gonna enjoy. Like I wish there were more like apprenticeship programs or internships or something that was low cost of entry to figure out, hey, maybe this is what you want to do. But I live in an area where there's nothing like that. There is no local like electricians. There is no local plumbers. It's all companies. It's all big corporation jumbo mumbo that it's just annoying. Which is why I don't know. Which is why it kind of contradicts me like going into the military because I'm giving away 4 years of my life for a job in the military that I'm potentially gonna hate. Um, but the reason I want to join is because I love structure. I've learned that I love structure and I love not being a leader but being a follower. Being a leader is cool, um, but I don't know. I don't think it's for me. Um, I like I there's a certain sense of like security in knowing that someone else is making all the decisions for you. As dumb as that sounds, um, at least for me, there's a certain sense of security there that I like. I mean, I've led things in the past, but I'm not like I'm not big on it. Is what I'm trying to say. Um, but yeah, if I the only reason I would join the military, and when I say military, I mean Air Force. I'm not going to join any other branch. I'm going to join the Air Force if I do join. Um, Mainly because I think their programs are a lot better. When I say programs, I mean like jobs within the Air Force. I think a larger majority of them have a better um, like transfer, not transfer, but a better um, when you get out of the military, the job that you did in the Air Force is probably going to relate better to a civilian job, right? Like, there is no infantry in the Air Force. A lot of it is just pencil pushing. I don't know. I mean, they do have their special forces, but I don't, I'm not, I think it'd be cool to do SF, but I'm not an SF guy. Um, yeah, I think the biggest thing I would do, if I did join, I'd probably do something like firefighting because they have a firefighter program. That's one of the jobs you can pick if you score high enough on the ASVAB. Um, One of the things is Air Force firefighter. And I did a little research. They have it's basically a fire academy. You go through a fire academy. They teach you how to do wildland firefighting. They teach you how to do structural. And I think a lot of it is like planes, like chemicals and oil spills. I think you do hazmat as well, which makes sense. But you end up graduating with a lot of certs, and you end up graduating with even college credits that go towards like firefighting degrees, um, which I think transfers a lot better, like into the civilian sector. Um, but then again, it's like, do I really want to? Do I really want to commit 4 years of living to a job where you can't call out a lot? It's gonna suck. Like 80% of the time. I don't know. I've never been in. It's what I'm assuming. It's because a lot of my friends are in. So I have my buddies in the Air Force. I have 3 friends that 2 of them are in the Army right now. One of them is retired. I have another guy who's in the Canadian Army that I'm friends with. He's deployed in like Europe or something right now, and they all tell me how much it sucks. Like that's all they talk about in the Discord server when they are talking about the military. It's like, yeah, I had to sleep in a Humvee today, and it was like almost 0 degrees outside, and I was like freezing my butt off, but it was cool. I was like, oh my god. I mean, granted, they are infantry. One of them's just literally infantry. The other 2 are combat engineers. So they get to do cool stuff with like explosions and things like that, I think. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many choices where it's like an overwhelming amount of choices. It's like an overwhelming amount of pressure. Um, I want to do something where, like at the family gathering, people can be like, "Oh yeah, he does this," and people will be like, "Whoa, that's so cool." And I feel like the only jobs that really like have that presence is like the military. It's like the military or just like public service, right? So like firefighters, cops, depending on who you talk to. And yeah, that's about it. Um, I don't know. It's been it's been almost 4 years since I graduated high school, and the only thing I've done is work at Target for 2 of them. That's it. My friends are graduating college. They're getting married. And I'm sitting here in my room in my mom's house talking to 30 people on the internet whining about my life. um, I don't know, man. I thought I had it all figured out when I was in high school, and then I graduated and stuff happened, and it just broke. It broke everything down that I thought I had, and that really sucked. It busted my world right open, and I don't know. It's like I've just been putting the pieces back together since, but it's been going very slow. Um, and it feels like I'm not. I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing enough, or like I'm not doing enough. I'm not setting myself up for success. I am self sabotaging myself, is what it feels like, even though I don't know. The only positive thing that I have going for me is like I work out. That's it. I'm muscular. I'm somewhat muscular. I'm not even that muscular. I'm just somewhat muscular. I'm sorry if you can hear the plane flying over my house right now. We're directly in a flight path that the Air Force uses. So we get like 3 to 4 jets that fly over our house like every other night. It's insane. Um, but yeah, no, it's just like all this stuff, and I hate it when people ask me, like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm doing nothing. And I don't want to tell you I'm doing nothing, so I have to come up with some stupid excuse to make it sound like I'm doing something. Because, I don't know, when you tell people, at least from like my experience, when you tell people, oh yeah, I'm just sitting at home, they kind of just look at you strange. I don't know if that's just my cousins and like my aunts and my uncles at like family gatherings, because I have three, yeah, I have three aunts that live in my state. So we have big family gatherings, and almost all of the kids are at the age where everyone's graduated, we're all doing stuff. Um, and I am the only one out of the entirety of my family and extended family that's doing nothing. Um, and it sucks. It sucks to tell people that. Um, but I think, like, what do you do when there is nothing that you want to do? Like, genuine, this is working out and like making these videos is like the only thing I do besides just rot at my computer. I've started to read books. Ever since I came back from Colorado, I almost read an entire book on the plane, but um, yeah, no, I've started to read again, which I like. But yeah, no, it's just my days are so boring. Like incredibly, I wake up. I mean, I have a good sleep schedule now. At least I'm trying not to ruin it. I usually wake up at around 9, like 8 or 9 a.m. Um, and I go to bed at like maybe midnight or like 11. I try to go to bed at like 11, 12. Um, but yeah, no, it's just, I have no idea. Um, and it sucks because I was doing really well with this channel. Um, I was doing really well with this channel, with at least like uploading every day for a hot minute, and I'm not sure why I don't have that drive anymore to upload. Um, and whenever I think about it, I feel like I let like you guys down with not with like inconsistent upload schedules now. I mean, I'll try to do at least one a week or like two a week, but I really don't. I just don't like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just don't really have any motivation. Um, it sucks. It sucks so much. Um, yeah, and I don't want your pity. Okay, I don't want your pity. Um, like I don't make these videos for people with the intent of being like, oh, I hope people leave nice comments. I don't even read the comments. Mainly because I'm scared to read the comments on most of my videos. I don't know why. Um, I've tried to explain the feeling before. I just get freaked out reading comments, and it's nothing against you guys. It's not like you guys leave like hate comments. Like almost all of my comments are supportive. I just it is just a very strange feeling. Going through and reading things like that. And I'm not sure why. I wish I could interact more with my audience, my 10 people that consecutively watch these videos. Not even, I don't know. At this point, it's probably around 10. Just because I'm not even sure if YouTube recommends my videos anymore. I know it does some of them, because some of them get. I don't know why some of them get more traction than others. I thought I had the algorithm figured out. I don't. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm probably going to end the video here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I love you. and I'll see you in whatever video I do next. Okay, goodbye.